Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Starfield part 66, and I just woke up. It's the weekend.
Yes.
We love it. Alright, we got Andreja and Sarah here, and we have the Star Station. So we actually have two things to do, extremely close to each other. We've got the Stroud Eklund Star Yard to go do that for Walter Stroud. And then we also have the clinic for the Ryujin, like, corporate espionage shit. So they're both right here. How convenient is that? Let's just get to it. I'm ready. Let's get my weekend started. Alright. Here we go. Stroud Eklund Star Yard. And we've been here before. I didn't know there was ever going to be, like, an actual thing to accomplish here, but we have been here before. Is this that Star Yard where there was the, no, that was Ryujin Tower, right? Where there was the really acclaimed, chick who was working on the ships, and then the one guy who was just trying to make, like, comfortable seats or whatever? I think that was Ryujin Tower and not this place. What up, Sam? Let's go. Let's launch. Find jewels. Shouldn't be too hard. Star Yard's not that big.
I came out of curiosity.
Don't tell Walter, but his Star Yard is pretty incredible. He's no empty suit. That's the God's honest truth.
Nice. Oh, it was all these people. Got it. I remember this.
Consumer doesn't need that sort of maneuvering capability. Mike is saying there are technical reasons your design won't work. Oh, this must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you.
Perfect.
Hi there.
Hi there. Have you been leading the R&D team long?
It might surprise you to hear that no, I have not. This is actually the first project I've led for Stroud.
Sorry.
I recently graduated with a master's degree in engineering management. I'm actually kind of surprised they hired me.
Okay.
But I was at the top of my class, so maybe they didn't want to lose me to some other Star Yard. Anyway, I'm grateful for the chance to do good work here.
Alright, nice. That elephant sound was me trying to hold in a sneeze and it failing. The sneeze was just too powerful. So you're the project lead. What does that mean?
It means I'm responsible for making sure our projects are carried through to completion. I'm not the one calling all the shots per se, but I do need to ensure the people making those calls are empowered to do that within the limits the executive set for us.
Okay. I'm here to speak to you about this new ship project.
You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Jules. Drop the passive aggression or Walter will find out. Actually, I have plenty of experience designing starships. My starship design is level 3. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I just assumed. You know what? I'm really sorry. I should trust Walter knew what he was doing. My bad.
Even so, we have plenty of designers.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
Can you tell me a little about the team?
Sure. I'm Jules, R&D project lead. Was the one making all the big decisions. I suppose I just coordinate now. You already heard from Frank. He's lead designer on the project, focused on the look and feel of the ships. There's Hannah, another senior designer. She focuses on some of the more technical designs of ships. Went to school with Frank. Mike is our senior engineer, responsible for consulting on all the technical bits, the machinery, the computer systems, etc.
Okay.
And then there's Nev. She's here for marketing. It's her job to weigh in and sell this thing to consumers.
Okay, got it. So what's so hard about choosing what kind of ship to build?
There are a lot of factors to consider. Who is our market and what do they want in a ship? Which components are we putting into it? How fast should it go? How much cargo capacity should it have? What color should it be? We need to decide every little detail.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Stand back and maybe I'll teach you a thing or two. I'm familiar with the process. Let's get to it.
Ah, right. So you mentioned. Let's move on to solving our budget issues then, shall we? We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
Why can't you use the original budget you were given?
I'd love to, seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount. I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you.
This is all adding up so far. What kind of cuts would we have to make for the sensible design budget?
It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
Okay. What's wrong with the kitchen sink budget? Wouldn't everyone get what they want?
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical. And the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs. And would something that expensive actually sell?
I might buy it. We can build whatever we want with a larger budget. Let's go with the kitchen sink proposal. A smaller budget will help us focus the design. Let's stick with your sensible budget proposal. This one's actually really hard. I don't think it's that important that, like, I don't know. Like, are we gonna get, like, a new ship to choose from? Or is this just... Is this just, like... What are the words I'm trying to find here? The thing is this gonna affect the ship that, like, I can get?
And I'm not quite sure what to do, so I think
No.
you're just messing with me.
No, I'm thinking, okay? Because you've only given me two things left to look at, okay? So, the problem is, I think I'd want the kitchen sink, right? Because for us, that seeks more benefit. I'm trying to get out of, like, work mode. Like, real me trying to, like, help a business and try to get into our character who's all selfish and a pirate. And he's just like, yeah, but what's best for me? I think the kitchen sink would be best for us, right? I think so. We can build whatever we want with larger budget. Let's go with the kitchen sink proposal.
I was afraid you'd say that. Look, I'm the one who has to go to the board with this proposal, so before I can convince them this is going to be worth it, you're going to need to convince me.
We need to go big or go home. I know how we can sell this idea to the board.
Well, I'm all ears because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
Okay, that's kind of tough. +2 is orange? Oh my goodness. We don't need to use the entire budget. This just gives us plenty of options.
I know how this works.
Oh my goodness, we are in trouble.
Eat up the entire budget using them all.
I don't think you really get it. Let me break it down for you.
Stop. I don't want to hear it.
Oh my god, we're in so much trouble. Please reconsider, Jules.
Maybe. I won't rule it out.
I don't think we're going to get this to work. Given my design experience, I know we can build something groundbreaking with this budget.
Yeah? So you've done this before? Well, Walter did choose you for a reason.
Please, Jules, I have a good feeling about this. Oh, come on, we're almost there!
Is it an outside take like yours? We've tried everything else.
If I know Walter, he just wants this done. He doesn't care about the cost. True.
You know, as 50% of the Stroud Eklund name, that might be enough.
Okay, good, we got there. Whew.
I think you made some good points. I'll go to the board with the kitchen sink proposal and get that approved.
Make your best pitch, Jules.
Sam like that.
Chances to fight for your dreams.
Great. That's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next,
Okay,
we need to
nice.
gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Okay. Speak with Jules about market research. Why me? Aren't there better ways of gathering that kind of data?
Well, Mr. Stroud believes you fit in our target demographic. We heard about some of your adventures, and we tend to agree that getting data from someone like you will be helpful. Frankly,
Okay.
most of our test pilots played a little too safe, and the scenarios we run don't push the limits as much as we can get away with legally. But luckily, we don't have
Okay.
those same concerns with you, because you're not technically employed by us, and Walter trusts you.
Alright, sounds good. Just tell me what I need to do.
Great. Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In
Oh.
the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
Interesting. Wow, this is a very in-depth thing. I think we're actually helping design a ship that we'll be able to get. Complete a passenger mission and complete a bounty mission. Or complete both. Not a huge fan of passenger missions, so I don't think I would need that, but let's talk about everything. Dev.
Hi. Need something?
You're marketing, right? Seem a little on edge. What's something wrong?
Oh, no. It's just... I'm a little new here, and everyone's got these big, flashy designs. And I'm supposed to come up with one too, but like, I don't know if it's as good or like, good at all, even.
Not a good thing to share out loud. I'm sure it's just as good as the other ones, if not better.
Thank you for saying that, but like, really? I don't know. Whatever. Here goes. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht. Something marketed more towards families. Something mom and dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation.
Probably
You
not.
probably think that's stupid, right?
Do you really think that kind of ship is in demand?
I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and like, no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this.
Okay,
Which
true,
means even
probably.
if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
Okay. What would it take to design a ship like that?
I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority. A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales.
Oh, we could, but that wouldn't be a ship I want to see. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's true. This would probably do well, but I gotta shut her down, don't I? Because... I gotta shut her down, because that's not the kind of ship we want to see come out of this corporation. If I'm being honest, it's not really my sort of thing. I don't know how well it'd sell.
Well, you listened to my idea more than the others did, so I'll take it as a good sign. Thanks.
Do you like working here?
So far I do. But, just between you and me, I feel like I'm in a little over my head. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. But my bosses really seem to like my work, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right.
Where do I know this voice actress from?
I still feel weird pitching ideas to people who have been at this for so much longer than I have.
I know this voice actress from something. Where do I know this from? So what's it like to do marketing for a ship manufacturer like this?
It's interesting. I'm new, and I've never done anything like this before coming here. Marketing for ships, specifically, that is.
Is
There
this...
are so many things to think of for different demographics, like style, features, cost, and all that.
Is this...
And you also need to think about offensive and defensive capabilities.
Right.
Because space is dangerous, and people need to feel like the ship they're buying is safe.
Is this Makoto from Persona 5, but she's gone for a more high-pitched, nervous voice?
Everything okay?
I want to say this is Makoto from Persona 5, but with a high-pitched, nervous voice. I do. You mentioned you were new. What did you do before this?
Yeah, I've only been here for a few months. I did a little marketing for Chunks before this, but it was really more of an internship. Ships are, like, totally different than that. I applied for the job here on a whim because I thought it'd be fun. I never expected to be hired.
Yeah, she's a really good voice actress. I think the mannerisms and the way she speaks and the way she kind of like ends her words tipped me off that I think this is Makoto from Persona 5 with a high-pitched voice.
Catch you around.
That like breath out after she's done talking, like saying certain words, is the thing that Makoto loves to do, her voice actress. I think that's Makoto from Persona 5, high-pitched and nervous. But if it's not, then it's very similar. I'd be a little surprised, but not, you know, blown away.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Has that been a problem?
Well, how do I put this? My co-workers are smart people. But between you and me, they're in way over their head with this project. Jules especially. She's new at being a project lead and has insisted we design by committee, so everyone's voice is heard. Admirable, but no one could agree on anything, and we're running significantly behind because of it.
Right. Glad to be of service then.
Good. Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track.
Very good, Mike.
Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible.
I do like that.
It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
Sounds like this project's hard on the engineers. Why is that?
Let me tell you, all the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame. Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around.
Okay, but first, what can you tell me about your role here?
Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk?
I know it, Mike.
I'm an
All right.
engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead,
Wow, he's very confident.
They keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one.
Sounds like a win for your team. Go on.
It's truth, and we need it. The others believe we need to think big and innovate. Reality is, we just need to do what we do better than anyone else. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it.
Huh. Seems simple enough. Any other design considerations?
Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea. If we go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Of all the proposals we've got, that's certainly one of them.
Sure. Don't take the advice of someone who's been doing this since all these jokers were in nappies. Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome, Mike. What do you think of Stroud Eklund?
I assume you mean the company and not the people. Because even if I didn't already think so, I'd tell you that both Walter and Issa are great. The company's still kind of young as far as Star Yards go, but it seems to be going in the right direction, despite what it may look like. I've been doing this for a while at other Star Yards, and so far, we're avoiding a lot of the mistakes some of the older corps have made.
Okay. So you're kind of like the lead engineer around here.
Yeah, that's me, innit? Been here since the start of the company. Done engineering for going on 30 years total. But I keep telling them, it's senior, not lead engineer. I've got no interest in being lead. Too much management. Not enough tactile work.
He wants to actually get in there and work on it. I respect that.
Here I am. Resigned to my fate on the R&D team.
Poor guy. You don't like being involved in research and development.
Nope. Not really. I like to think I don't have the ego for it. I've got nothing to prove, and I don't rightly care to make my mark on the industry. All I want to do is build the best.
Yeah, he just wants to build it.
Not get bogged down with all the excess particulars. But
I respect that.
upper management loves the work I do. And they wouldn't let me say no to this. I guess they needed someone to keep everyone's heads out of the clouds. So here I am.
Very cool, Mike. A very fun guy.
Didn't scare you off, huh?
No.
Well, we're making progress.
Hella, maybe you're the marketer.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time.
A favor for who?
I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
Yes, I'm practically a professional at this point.
This is wonderful to hear. I hope for all of our sakes that you are not overselling your ability. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Absolutely. Fire away. Yeah, tell me what sort of ship you have in mind.
Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current Starship market?
Pirates. Personal passenger chauffeurs, explorers, commercial salvagers, pirates. I don't know, but I feel like you're going to tell me. No, there's plenty of pirate ships. We have plenty of these. It's one of these two. Explorers?
Yes. Finally, a kindred spirit operating on my own wavelength. You see, while many ships will operate to that end, few ships are designed with exploration as their primary goal. It is my belief that if we build a ship with that in mind, Stroud Eklund will dominate that market sector. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration, fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
How would I design a ship like that?
I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures.
I can already assume weapons and defensive measures are going to be what the other guy's talking about.
Of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must.
Hard pass. Seems like a bunch of boring nerd stuff for nerds. What? Not a bad concept, but that seems like it'd be a very niche product.
Yeah, that's what Jules said too. At least that gives me something to think about. Thanks. I'll refine the idea and propose it next time, I guess.
What do you think of the company?
Why do I feel like answering this could be a trap coming from someone who was sent here by Walter to step in and take over our project?
That's fair. Can't blame you on that one.
I have anything to hide. I used to think working for a super wealthy corporation would be terrible, but honestly, it's pretty great. They've been good to me, and the stability is way better than any startup. I've had opportunities I wouldn't have anywhere else, so yeah, pretty great.
Nice. What does your job here entail?
Well, as a senior designer, I'm trusted to work on some pretty important features on these ships. Most of my work is on the technical features, designing them to be more user-friendly. Computer systems like navigation, targeting, you name it. It may not be as glamorous as what Frank does, but without me, these ships would be almost impossible for the average consumer to actually use.
Okay.
See you around.
Actually kind of amazed we finalized the budget.
I guess.
That was relatively painless.
Wasn't it? Sorry about your coffee mug. Frank.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism.
It is a bit of
Never
nepotism.
mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
I love his confidence. Why do you frown so heavily when you just look at people? Can you tell me about yourself?
As a designer, I see the beauty in our craft and deliver that to the consumer. My desire is to make flying in our ships a joy to all the senses.
That sounds great.
I have won awards. I am proud of my work. But I do not like to brag.
Yes, you
Rather,
do.
my
Let's
gift
not lie,
is
at
to
least.
towards perception of employees like myself, from mere cogs in the corporate machine, to value us as artists and let us do as we please.
That's never gonna happen. What do you think Walter sees in you, us?
My hope is that he sees the passion in our work. In truth, I know he values me, but he has yet to truly cut me loose from the corporate reins and let me do as I wish. But I understand Walter has given you much greater control of our project. Perhaps I can learn from you and convince him I'm ready for the same.
Even when he's like smiling, quote unquote, he's only like bringing his mouth like into a straight line, and not into like an actual smile. He just frowns. Yes, hello, Nev. Nev, what is going on over there? She's like totally spying on this conversation. Nev, calm down. Okay. Yeah, 10 years of experience is as much as you seem to think it is. Jules asked me to give some feedback on your ship design proposal. Let's hear it.
Ah, yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind.
I love it.
High-end performance. Precision engineering. A spacecraft for those who wish to be seen.
I love it.
This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
I love it. How would we design a ship like
The
that?
ship should be mid-size, spacious but not bulky.
Love it.
We'll want to build it with the highest quality, most expensive modules available.
Love it.
It should feel safe but not threatening. Focus on defensive measures, not aggressive weaponry.
Okay.
Above all, you should be able to picture your favorite celebrity, or Walter himself, flying this ship and influencing others to buy as well.
I can always just slap bigger weapons on it when I get it. Alright, what a great idea. That seems like a worthwhile
I'm
goal.
glad you agree. Such an ostentatious luxury craft will be the envy of everyone in the settled systems.
What's going on, Frank? Why so defensive about your design?
Because I am the lead designer on the project. It is literally my job to design it.
That's fair.
Frustrating because I keep getting pushback. and Jules had this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before.
Why work here if you seem so unhappy with the way things are?
Just because I do not like how corporate we have become doesn't mean I don't like getting paid.
That's fair.
Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation.
Sorry, Nev is making me laugh in the background. She keeps peeking. She keeps looking at us like over here, like, "Hello, okay, bye." What is this? What's that about wanting to sell the ship to celebrities? Why is that so important?
2 words: conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
When rich people want it, the other people want it as well. Yeah. Or like when rich people want it and have it, and it's on the other side of the fence, that makes you want it more. Because people you know and people you look up to have it. I get it. Yeah, I think I see what you're getting at.
Of course you do. I'm glad you understand. Imagine someone like Borealis stepping out of one of our shining luxury ships. Everyone would want to look that cool. Not only would I have the chance to work on a dream ship, but that kind of exposure is guaranteed to sell it.
Okay. All right.
Later.
Later, Frank.
Going great. Just fantastic.
That's good, Jules. That's good. What do you... Okay, wait. What did Jules want me doing right now, other than going out on a mission? Give feedback on the team's proposals. Okay. Okay. Am I gonna have to do any convincing here?
That data from your ship is going to be critical to our design process, assuming you can handle the missions.
I can give you some feedback on your design proposal if you'd like.
Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess. I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market.
I also love that.
Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded free stars.
Is there a lot of demand for starfighters in the consumer market? Yes.
I'm glad you brought that up. No, and yes. There's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship.
Right.
But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them.
So how would we go about designing a starfighter like that, Jules?
We want to give it strong weapons, tough defenses, plus good speed and maneuverability.
Right, right.
Most starfighters are fairly small, and the tricky part is keeping costs down with all those fancy modules.
I like it. That seems like a surefire win for the company. If we can combine the vision of Jules and Frank into one ship, that's ideal for me. Just saying.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm hoping when the time comes, I'll be able to convince the others that's what we should go with.
Okay.
We'll talk later then.
So we gave him a no. We gave her a middling. We gave her a middling. And we gave Frank and Jules the go-ahead. Alright. Now let's go take a mission from the mission board. What do we got here? What are my options? I'm not destroying the Crimson Fleet. Oh, shit. I don't want to do a transport job. Well, I'll try to find a mission somewhere else.
My business is switching to Strat-Eklund. It just makes sense.
It just makes sense. The way she's got that hard Southern accent. I live in the South, and most people don't have that heavy an accent. Okay, we'll have to go hit a mission board elsewhere, because I'm not doing Crimson Fleet. That's not happening. I'm not going back on my boys and girls of the fleet. The men and women, the fine men and women of the fleet. Oh shit! Get up. Sam's ready to talk. I'm getting up.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Yeah, I got you, Sam. What's going on, man?
I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you. My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
No matter what happens, Sam, I'm in your corner.
That means a lot. You know, when I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical Co family name, Meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of humanity accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
All the charm of accounting wrapped up in bureaucracy. Joy.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus. Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
He likes to smuggle. Okay. What was fun about it? I could see the appeal.
You're a hell of a lot smarter than I was. So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties. Innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
You know you didn't kill those people.
Not directly. And I tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank.
That's
Never had a lot of
insane.
trouble. Till I did.
Were you that good at it?
At the time, I thought I was the bee's knees. But looking back, a lot of it was dumb luck. I swear my damn name got me out of trouble most of the time. Oh, you're a Cole like Solomon? They just waved me through.
Sounds like your boss took advantage of you.
Yeah, but it takes two to tango.
I also use that
Tuesday,
expression.
I don't know when I was running that last job, but it was tasty enough. A whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous. Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. That should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
Wow. Dude, that's some heavy, like, talented flying if you were able to take out, like, a mini fleet of Crimson Fleet with a little trader ship. I could absolutely see you doing that.
Yeah, well, I don't flinch from living life on the edge a little. Anyway, and then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. All that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job, and that's it. All my cards are on the table.
Huh. And she knew you were a smuggler.
Officially, my cargo was destroyed by the fleet. Unofficially, hell yes, she knew. She jettisoned it herself. I don't know why she did it, but she stuck her neck out for me. And after she helped me sober up and put the mess I was back together.
You aren't that kid anymore. You're probably a better person for it.
Well, after I hit bottom, I learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
Yeah, that is tough. When she's older and the time is right, you have to tell her.
Well, ain't that something to look forward to?
Yeah.
Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I really need to own that. And have a tough talk with Lillian. Tell her about that follow-through you mentioned. Cora's at an important age right now. Every visit counts. You can't flake on her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery. Like getting a root canal.
Alright, Sam. Nice talking to you again, man. Sam's got some stuff going on. It's true. If I was playing a good guy character, he'd probably be the main guy, if I'm being honest. I really, really like his character. The only thing I don't like about his character is because we're playing like a villain of sorts, he doesn't let me do a lot of the fun things we want to do. That's really my only issue with him. Alright. Let's go to the clinic.
Among the stars again, Captain.
We still got some time to work for Ryujin here. Alright. Probably should have got up to top speed before I started boosting, because we are not getting even close to the clinic right here. I can't believe... Okay, so this is a blast to the past here. Had nothing to do with what we did anytime, like, super recently, but I can't believe we had to fight Juno. Ah, I want to know what Juno would have said! Damn it! I love how we're also trying to design this ship for the Stroud-Eklund Star Yard. That is just, like, the ideal ship for us, when we kind of already have the ideal ship for us, but I don't know. If they can actually come up with something better than we did when we built the Ambition, for 1,000,000 credits, I'd be shocked and also a little like, why did I spend 1,000,000 credits on this ship? But it's all good, because the 1,000,000 credits we spent on the Ambition is worth it. Every penny. I love having our ship. Retrieve the security keycard.
You need some work done? Sure, how about it?
What kind of stuff y'all got? The Ambition. Look at this sucker. I love our ship. It looks so good. Okay, hold up. Shipbuilder. One warning. Oh, reduce mass or increase engines. Yeah, I can't really do that, though. Upgrade ship. I don't think we can actually upgrade the ship, but maybe we can start using, maybe instead of... Oh, here we go. Okay, so we barely put our points into lasers anyway, right? We usually only have like 1 point into our lasers, so we're not using them. But instead, because we have full power for these two and shields, and then the rest in our engines, basically, what if we switched between Weapon 1 and Weapon 2, depending on whether we wanted to kill the target or paralyze the target, right? Because then we either just need to pump all our power into kill or all our power into paralyze. And then I could actually go after the Warlock, because I'm afraid we'll kill him with our current weaponry. So what if we change the laser equipment for EM damage? What is par? What is par? I don't understand what par is. I'm actually considering, like, Googling it after the episode is over, because I honest to God don't know. And it doesn't look like it's going to tell me anywhere. Particle? Proton beam? I don't know. Yeah, we're going to come back to this. But I think I'm going to look up just what par means. I hate Googling things, but I don't think it's going to tell us anywhere else. Unless... damage types? No, Starship. Ship, combat. No, ship. Man, I really don't like Googling if I don't have to, is why I want to find this. A piracy. See the piracy entry? Wait! I actually need to read that, because I need to know how to do it. Okay, hold up. Weapons can have 2 firing types, auto and manual. Auto turrets rotate named independently of a ship's orientation are fired automatically without a pilot's input. Manual weapons are fired by the pilot in the direction the ship is facing. Select E, and yeah, okay. I don't know the damage types, though. Oh, there are multiple classes of starships. A is low firepower but high mobility. B is moderate of both, and C is high firepower and low mobility, which obviously means we have a C. Interesting, interesting. Okay, very cool. Smuggling, yeah. I might actually look at this a little bit down the line here. Okay, hold up. Piracy. When hailing, you can threaten another starship into giving you their cargo. Your chances of a successful piracy attempt are determined by how powerful the starship is and the value of its cargo. Here are some possible examples. If a starship is much weaker than yours and cannot fight back, you're not likely to meet any resistance. If a starship's relative power is about the same as yours, they will resist. You'll have to either attack the ship or successfully persuade them in order to gain their cargo. Oh, there's persuasion of piracy. Okay. To learn more about persuasion, do the persuasion entry. So being persuasive is going to help us be a better pirate even. Damn. If a starship is more powerful than yours, it will not willingly give up its cargo. You must either attack it or give it up. Okay. A weaker ship may show resistance if its cargo is extremely valuable. Okay. So, if a starship is relatively on our level or lower, we're either going to get the cargo for free or we'll have to persuade them. Only if a starship is more powerful than ours will we have to basically fight it out. And there's not going to be many starships more powerful than us. So I might start doing this soon. We'll see. Okay. That's good to know. Damn it, it's not going to show me what PAR stands for, is it? No. Damn it. Okay, but we did learn something new here. Okay. Ship takeover. Take over a hostile starship, you must first board it and kill the crew. Once the crew is dealt with, enter the ship's pilot seat to take it over. If you want to make it your home What? If you want to make it your home ship, you can use the ship section in the data menu. Simply start using it. Capture ship cannot be sold or modified until it has been registered, which you can also do from the ship section in the data menu for a fee. Whoa! So we can make them stop. We can board the ship, kill them all, and then steal the ship? Let's go! I have so much piracy to try. Oh my god. I should have been looking at this way earlier. Yeah, this isn't going to tell me what PAR does. We're going to look at PAR later. Gonna have to, because there's no other real option right now. Okay, Advanced Grendel, Advanced Orion. Wait, the Advanced Orion did 85. Damn. Man, some of these weapons are not bad. At all. Kind of nuts. Then a Side Star and a Grendel. There we go. 500,000 credits. Not nearly as much as we've had Lifetime. Lifetime we've had about 2.33 million, 2,347,000, and right now we've got 500,000. We've spent almost 2 million credits at this point in this game.
Running this
Interesting.
facility is a challenge, even when
Okay,
there
security key card, security key card, security key card.
What?
Where? Okay, this is gonna be one of those missions where I actually gotta mark it, where it's not gonna give me a marker. Wait, what? That's not the one I'm looking at. Stop it. Oh, I haven't selected the right mission. My bad. JK. Okay, here we go. Access is key. Get it? Ah ha ha. They're hilarious. Ah, here we go. This guy. I'm good, thank you.
Don't even think about trying anything. You need help with something?
I have a huge favor to ask you. I need to borrow your security key card.
Sorry, but that's not the type of thing I can just hand over without proper authorization. Do you want to tell me what's going on?
Oh, what's going on is I should have, just a second. I should have used Hippolyta. I'm not gonna need, the other persuasion chance thing for this that also gives companion affinity, because Sam's not going to appreciate what we're doing right now.
Can I help you?
I have a huge favor to ask you.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not big on doing favors for people I don't know.
Look, I don't have time for details, but it's an emergency.
I'm not sure what kind of emergency would require me to hand over a security key card to a citizen.
Let's talk this over. I'm sure we can come to an
I
understanding.
thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card.
Oh, he's not that hard to persuade. Wow, +3 for a red. I'll wear you down eventually. Save yourself a headache and just give me what I want now.
What did I do to deserve this?
I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important.
Maybe I can make an exception. Fine. The key's yours. Just remember to bring it back or I'm reporting you.
We're just going back now? We have his key? What? This man just handed over his security key. And now he's not getting it back. Why would he do that? Are we serious? Successfully obtained the security key card. I need to return to Imogene Salzo at Regent Tower and hand it over. Okay. A riveting mission was that. What just happened? What was that? He actually just handed over his key card like that. I'm so baffled by this.
I bet Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl.
Let's go, Cora. All right, let's get out of here, I guess. That was beyond easy. That was weird how easy that was. I gave this man like 4 sentences of dialogue, and he's like, "All right, key card, here you go." We're just that persuasive, I guess.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm probably not gonna be able to do piracy with these people on board, though, am I? Something to consider. Oh, I gotta go to mission so I can show all targets. Warlock soon. Acquire the power. Wellish isn't happening. Let's do acquire the power for now. Alright, what are we looking at? Find the Warlock. I want to wait until we know what kind of weapon types we have. I don't want to kill someone if I'm not supposed to. Complete a passenger mission. No. Follow Bill. That's broken. No, we're not doing that. Go to Gunibu 5D. For what? Oh, for that. Yeah, never mind. That's a main story thing. I'm not trying to do that yet. Go to Bitsy? God, I hope that's a tiny planet. That'd be so exciting. I would love that. Alright, I guess we go to Cassiopeia now. Yeah. We've done what there is to do at this point. We need to get up here eventually. These are level 20, 20, and 30. Well, 20, 20, 20, and 30 up here. And the deserted relay station might be in the 20, I don't know, but let's go to Eta Cassiopeia. I've done very little surveying here. Talk to Albin on Cassiopeia 2. Yeah, there's a lot to do there. There's still a lot to survey here, too. Oh, the surveying. It calls for me. It calls for me. I love surveying. It's just so relaxing. And we make so much progress. Speaking of surveying progress, we have a skill point from last time. What do we take a point in? We could finally take a point in gastronomy. No, spacesuit design. We can't do more until we upgrade this. Yeah. Cutting edge spacesuit, helmet, and pack mods. That's as high as it gets. Because rank 4 is just construction of spacesuit, helmet, and pack mods occasionally don't cost resources, which I don't care about. Getting more resources means just a little more time investment. That never bothers me, which is why we're not taking, like, any of these. Yeah. Okay, awesome. 100 times when wounded. That's so many heals. Yeah, and then why we're not taking that either. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so our spacesuit design is max rank, effectively. Our weapon engineering is not max rank. We still need to work on that. Okay, if we do get another level, though, I think the next thing we have to take... Yeah, the next thing we have to take is gastronomy, just so we can finally get started on that. Oh, grab jump pending. There you go.
Driver spinning down. Jump was smooth as butter.
Smooth as but. Oh my goodness, that's a good-looking planet. Damn. That looks real good. Survey complete. Wait a minute. Is this a planet with life on it? Yeah, this has fauna and flora and stuff. Oh, this was Sarah's! This was the planet we went to for Sarah! Oh! No ocean animals? Good, we love that. Tropical forest is at 20%. Plateaus at 25. Deciduous forest at 14. But the deciduous forest is where it's, like, currently, like, really dark. So maybe we go here. This is a planet with life, so... I did tell you guys that next time we go to a planet with life, I do some surveying with y'all on camera. If you want to skip that, that's fine. I understand, but the time it would be cool is when there's life on it. So I guess that's where what we'll start with next time, is we will work together and explore and survey some of Eta Cassiopeia. I know this place had some high-level, strong aliens, but that's before we had the weapon we currently have, the weaponry we currently have, so we'll see if we can show that we're better than that. But I'm gonna get some rest, and then we'll have an experience boost for our whole little survey here. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Either way, thank you so much for joining me and Sam and Sarah and Barrett and Andreja and Cora and all of us on this journey in Starfield. It's an absolute blast. I'm actually gonna, like, grab some breakfast and then go right back to playing. It's so good. It's so good. I'll see all of you.
Why don't we get paid?
Next time.